Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we're just going to take a look and see whatever comes out of the cards. As always, please don't try and force any of the messages to fit with your situation. Only take what resonates for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy, okay? Right, okay, a little bit of a complicated situation that's coming out here. So you have got the Three of Spades. Now, this has come out off center, okay? So your Three of Spades usually indicates that there is some type of trouble that's going on within a relationship, within a connection, possible infidelity, but with it coming out off center, there's a huge question mark surrounding someone's loyalty, okay? This is basically inconsistency. It's someone who's being really, really fickle and undecided, okay? So that's why it's come out off center. The one that remained face down was the Seven of Hearts. So this is broken promises, again with the fickle energy. If this is about a friend of yours, then it's someone who is being a fake friend. They're being a false friend. And you're being told that you've to be on guard when it comes down to dealing with this particular person, okay? You've also got the Joker, one of the Jokers. There are, of course, two in the deck. This one is the masculine one, as you can see. I've made a little M in the top corner. So the masculine Joker, that's about the masculine principle. Okay, so this could be a man that you're having trouble with, or this could be just someone who's got a lot of masculine qualities to them, okay? But basically, within this context, they could also be struggling with their own masculinity. So we are going to clarify that one. We've got the Six of Spades, okay. Now, your Six of Spades, it does indicate that there are improvements here. Minor improvements, small wins. Something is on the upswing here, okay? It also says that the situation is going to require a lot of hard work in order for things to improve. So you could be the masculine here that's trying to improve this situation. You could be struggling with your own masculinity. Or again, this could be about the other person that you're dealing with if you're dealing with someone else. It could be how they have realized that fixing this situation is going to take time, it's going to take dedication, and it's a slow fix, okay? So that there are no quick and easy answers to this. There isn't any way that this situation can be repaired quickly, okay? It's not like it's not like it's a burst tire or something, okay? Like, the situation is going to need a lot more than just a patch being put over the top of it, okay? Now you've got the Queen of Hearts as well. This one indicates a feminine energy who is very kind, very faithful, prudent and affectionate. And it's come out with the Two of Hearts, which is good fortune in love and relationships. This is all about success that is needing to be secured. But I'm also feeling as well that there is a feminine energy who is already in a connection here. So again, take it as it resonates. I am going to get deeper into this energy and see exactly what's going on, okay? I don't know what's going on yet. The King of Diamonds, okay. This can be an accomplished older individual. Obviously, with it being a king, it's someone who's more in their masculine energy. It's an individual who's got a lot of influence over others. Sometimes a little bit too stubborn here, stubborn to a fault almost. So let's clarify and see if we can pull something coherent here, because again, you've got at least 3 different people that are around you at this point in time, at least, and I'm not seeing any real coherent timeline that's coming out as of yet. Okay, right, was this Three of Spades off center for our collective, please? Was this inconsistent individual, please, for our collective? Oh, okay, Six of Pentacles. Now, these are all off-center, okay? But I'll show you them in the upright position. Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Star. So possibly, but doesn't have to be, or you could be, a Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, okay? That could be the energy of the fickle individual. So with these coming out off center, again, it's scattered energy. It's literally showing me that this person, I don't know if you still deal with them. You probably do still deal with them because you're being told to be cautious around them, okay? They're not loyal at all. They definitely only tell people what it is that they think that others want them to say, okay? So they're not... they don't have a true sense of self. They don't have any consistent... well, they're just not consistent at all. They tend to keep people hanging on here. And as I say, they like to tell others only what they're wanting to hear. Can you tell us more about this energy, please? There's almost this sense of them being deliberately vague about a situation as well. It's showing me that very soon you're going to have... a clearer picture of where this person's loyalties lie, okay? Six of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I mean, we've got security here. It's almost like you're working towards your security and you've realized that this individual is not going to be contributing to the security that you're after. Yeah, the Empress. The Empress really genuinely shouldn't be messing around with an individual who carries that sort of energy to them. It's just not enough. It's just not good enough. See, the Empress needs an Emperor. And the same is true for the Emperor. The Emperor needs an Empress. But what we've got here is a divine feminine energy who is basically trying to make things work with an individual who is disloyal, who is inconsistent, who is keeping them on pause here. I'm seeing something in that Hanged Man. If you just give me a second. Okay, I've never noticed that before. I will show you. It just caught my eye there. There's a nail. Can you see that nail going through his leg? It ties in with that message of the sacrifice that the Hanged Man can have with it, okay? You sacrificed a lot for this person. And it feels like you're torn when it comes down to dealing with this person, because you've invested so much into them, and now you're like, I can't continue with this person, but I've invested so much into them, I've invested so much into the situation. You're trying to grapple with this thought of wastefulness. It would be wasteful if I was to cut my losses with this person now. It would be wasteful because I have invested X amount of years or X amount of resources, you know, X amount of time, whatever the case is. You have over-invested in this individual, basically, whoever they are. And their inconsistency, that's because they assume that you're going to stand by them come what may, okay? That's why they're not loyal, because they don't think that they have to be, because you have been consistently showing up for them, and they're like, yeah, you're going to stick around no matter what I chuck at you. Do you know what I mean? It seems icky. It is very icky energy. Was this masculine who is struggling with their masculinity here, please? Was this masculine that's struggling with their masculinity? What's going on with this? Can I have clear answers for our collective, please? Oh, Empress again. Yeah, and the Ten of Swords off center. It's your independence. It's the fact that you don't need anybody. It's the fact that you don't even need this person. I feel that they're about to get a huge wake-up call. Okay, and that's why they're struggling with their masculinity. Now the thing is, that could be a woman who's struggling with their own inner masculinity. Okay, again, you've just got to take it as it resonates. So for reasons of being able to follow this timeline easier, I'm just going to say he and she. Okay, but again, that's just so that you can all follow along with what's going on. So we've got this feminine who is incredibly strong, independent, who is self-made, who is more than capable of standing on her own 2 feet, and who literally doesn't need anybody. Having someone beside her is a choice, not a necessity. And this masculine energy is completely aware of that. And that's why they're struggling with this masculinity, because they're like that, well, what's the point in me? You know, what can I provide to this feminine? What can I do for this feminine? Like, I have no point, sort of thing. So that's why they're struggling with their masculinity. And then the Ten of Swords off balance, that's a decision that this Empress hasn't yet made. This Empress is currently deciding, should I stay with this person? Should I continue investing with this person? Or should I cut my losses and just leave? Okay, that's why it's off center. This Empress knows exactly what needs to be done. They know that they're needing to end this situation with this person. They know deep down that nothing much is going to change unless they themselves change it, because they're not able to change this person here. So this Empress is going to change either her environment or change up who is in her environment. Okay, it's the action hasn't been taken yet. This is still like a thought process. That's why it's off center. Okay, so again, take it as it resonates. Put yourself in whatever position you feel that this reading is coming through for. Okay, what's this Queen of Hearts with the Two of Hearts? I feel that this is finding love elsewhere, to be honest with you. I feel that this is a love situation that is quickly turning sour. And I say quickly because there is a pickup to this energy, that there is a momentum here that's building. You know, it's almost like the more that this Empress tries to justify reasons for staying in this situation, the more reasons they're actually finding to not stay in that situation. And that's what's building up the momentum here. Okay, this is Queen of Hearts and the Two of Hearts for our collective, please. Okay, these two here. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, which is the same as the Queen of Hearts, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, feeling conflicted. I do feel that there's drama, or the potential for drama, that's building up here. What's going on with that Five of Wands? Six of Coins. Give as good as you get. I'm hearing you give as good as you get. What else? Three of Coins. There's arguments here that's going on within a group of people. Someone could have caused arguments within a workplace here. Or they've brought drama into a workplace. The Five of Cups off center. There's someone melodramatic in this energy. Really, really melodramatic. And I feel that everyone's had enough of the melodrama. Because we've got an individual here who is feeling ignored. Well, they are being ignored because they bring drama everywhere they go. See, with this combination, I'm feeling that someone likes to create problems purely so that they can be the victim here. There is categorically someone within this energy who loves to be the victim, or they're addicted to this feeling of being victimized. Can you tell us more? I feel that this is the energy that you're moving away from. Yeah, the Six of Wands off center. Someone loves to get attention and they're not getting attention at the moment. Strange the way these cards are coming out as well. The Ace of Wands. It's unattractive. They're unattractive. Someone's hunger for attention makes them really unattractive here, because they take it a step further and then they invent a situation, they invent a scenario where they can try and get sympathy. The Lovers. Okay, so this individual's got their sights set on someone here. They could have their sights set on you. They could have their sights set on this masculine who's currently struggling with their masculinity. I don't know. It's a very confused energy. You are definitely being told to be cautious around someone specifically, though. You're being told not to get involved with this person, or if you're already involved with them, then you'd be best served cutting ties, basically. Cutting ties with them. There's definitely a manipulator here. I'm seeing that you've turned someone down, or you will be turning someone down. You're refusing their advances here. And again, they try and turn that on you. They try and make out that they're the victim because you've turned them down. Well, if they're not your type, then they're not your type. You're not obligated to go off with someone just because they've shown a romantic interest in you. You know, you are allowed to say no to people. So there's possibly entitlement issues here as well then. Why am I seeing that someone's being fake in love with that Two of Hearts? Why am I seeing that someone's being fake in love? They're smooth. There's something about them being smooth. High Priestess. Yeah, you're going to be able to see straight through this person. You're going to be able to see straight through their flattery. With that High Priestess and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're looking for something stable. And look, Four of Wands to the Eight of Cups. That's a breakup. Someone is definitely going through a breakup here. Definitely. Four of Wands to the Eight of Cups. So where's that King of Diamonds then? Thank you. Oh, the Knight of Wands. Huh. King of Diamonds to a Knight of Wands. But it feels like gossip to me. Is someone accusing this Empress, this High Priestess, of sleeping around when they haven't been? Three of Swords and the Page of Cups. Yeah, they haven't been. Someone's insinuating that this divine feminine has been putting it around with other people. There's false accusations here. Someone's calling a divine feminine a cheat. A cheap cheat. And they're not. They're absolutely not. Three of Swords to the Page of Cups. So there's likely going to be an apology incoming towards this feminine who was falsely accused of sleeping around, who was falsely accused of being disloyal and unfaithful. It's weird because I was looking at that King of Diamonds and I'm like, is that real? Is that real? And it's not real. It's not real. That King of Diamonds isn't there. It's an accusation. That's why the energy with that one felt really fuzzy and off and weird. Do you know what I mean? It is hard to describe without sounding really woo, but sometimes it's like when we're looking at the cards, the messages feel really solid and they come in thick and fast, but then we can look at other cards and we're like, do you know, I'm not actually getting anything with that one. It doesn't feel real. There's something that feels odd with that one, and that's why. Because that was this individual who's struggling with their own masculinity basically invented another masculine into the life of this feminine here. That masculine there is not real. It's an invention. It's an invention. It feels like whoever this person is, they are pushing this divine feminine to their absolute limits here. And the thing is as well, this divine feminine knows full well that they can easily find another person who is on their level, who is their equal, which is exactly what this divine feminine is in need of, their equal. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So everything that you planned is going to play out. Okay, 10 of Cups is one of the apex cards. That's home, it's security, it's love, it's happiness, it's completion. Okay, it's safety and security within a loving situation. And the sun under there, yeah. Oh, there's another one hiding there. The King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Knight of Cups. So this divine feminine is actually going to find themselves very soon in receipt of a love offer here that makes them incredibly happy, that makes them overjoyed. It's from an individual who is sound of mind, who is also self-made, and who is this divine feminine's equal. Is weird because I was describing their energy and I hadn't even seen that card yet. And is with the Sun as well, which is a positive move forward. It's abundance and growth. There is growth with whoever this King of Pentacles energy is. That's a good choice. That's a good move. That's like your lifelong partner right there in 3 cards. And this divine feminine is going to be receiving a love offer from their lifelong partner after they have cleared away whoever this actual clown, actual joker is that is currently in their energy. Wow, that was quite intense. Right, let's get a healing message. Now again, you could easily be an actual man and still be resonating with being the divine feminine energy in that read, okay? Because remember, it's not about your actual gender, it's about the polarization of the energy as and how it presents itself. Give a healing message for our collective, please. Right, I'll just do a different shuffle with this deck. The overhand shuffle isn't working out so well. Right, the rattle, flow, the journey, fire, and the Andean cross. Okay. Well, I know what the rattle is, and I know what the fire is. I know what the journey is. I mean, we should take a look at the Andean cross and the flow for the full healing messages. We can do these 3 intuitively, okay? The rattle, that's an easy one, okay? That's about making noise. Okay, it's making noise. It could be something traditional. You could be quite sort of traditionally minded. It's basically saying it's time for you to march to the beat of your own drum, okay? It's time for you to make this decision. It's time for you to be assertive, okay? With the rattle, the journey, yeah. The journey is literally what it says on the tin. It's time to get moving, okay? Some of you, again, with that owl, are very spiritually connected. You know what's going on, not just in the physical, but in the metaphysical as well. So you've got a really good line of communication between yourself and beyond the veil. Strong, super strong intuition, okay? So you absolutely can trust your instincts, your best judgment, and your own intuition at this time. It is time for you to focus on the journey rather than on the final destination itself, okay? The fire. Now, fire can be creative, and it can also be very destructive, okay? So it's using that fire, that passion, that the impulses that you have, and putting it to good use with the fire. Also, it's a prerequisite to the phoenix, okay? The phoenix needs the fire to burn everything away so that the phoenix can rise again. So what are you going to do with that power and with that inspiration of yours? Now let's take a look at number 20, which is the flow. Okay, there is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise from the earth and then flow back to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless natural movement towards a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it is a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. So take the path of least resistance, okay? It is like being within the music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it back to life without effort. You're called to be like a river. Knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured, enjoy the ride. Don't try and push against the river or swim upstream right now. You can trust when the time is right. Your dreams will begin to take shape, and you will be invited to dance with destiny. Right now, however, you must relax. This is not the time to be banging on doors that refuse to open. Whatever the obstacle is in front of you right now, trust that this is for the highest good. It is an opportunity to regroup and reconsider your choices, and you must trust that your intentions will take form in good time. So consider this time a gift. Yeah, basically when you're faced with this evidence here, through the way that this individual is treating you, that's evidence aplenty of what it is that you should do, and you're being told not to fight against it, okay? It's a reminder as well to try not to rewrite history, try not to ignore things that are going on, okay? It's about acceptance and to go with the flow. Okay, when someone treats you badly, they've basically made that decision that that they no longer want you in their life. Yeah. So when they're treating you that way, you can take that as an invitation to take your leave, right? Otherwise, if they wanted you to stay, they would be treating you better, wouldn't they? The Andean cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the four cardinal directions, that's the upper and the lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye of the needle that we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and break free of linear time. The Andean cross announces the start to a great journey, and you literally have the journey out as well. So this one is the prerequisite, it's the start to a great journey. That's the energy you're in right now. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day that which until now has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the moment to take that leap that you have been over preparing for. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. That's not a word I tend to use. No wonder I struggled with it. Let's just change that to opportune. A more opportune moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favourable times. Yeah. I'm hearing very, very loud with these messages to stop delaying the inevitable. Okay. The inevitable is sorting out this person the only way that you can by leaving them. Okay. Because to be honest with you, you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And the longer you put it off, the worse they tend to treat you. Because they've gotten to their point where they're like, do you know what, I can just do anything to them and they'll just stick around no matter what. You know. Okay, what else? For our collective, please. Okay, so your guidance from the shitty deck is to stop buying shit that you don't need to impress people that you don't like. Those shitty people don't matter and won't care if and when you cry bankrupt. So this individual is probably being very generous with resources that don't belong to them. Okay. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you want to see more. Information on how you can book a private reading with me, that can be found in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.